Number 8. James Hunt. Hunt the Shunt. In his early racing days, Hunt was fearless, sometimes to a fault. He had two speeds, blazing fast or crashing spectacularly. If he was not winning, he was likely to be tangled up in the barriers or take out a rival. His aggressive, no-holds-barred driving style meant shunts, or you can say racing crashes, followed him like a shadow. But here's the twist. This wasn't a career defined by wreckage. Hunt carried the wild edge straight into Formula One, and instead of burning out, he became a legend. The 1976 Brazilian Grand Prix was proof. After a disastrous blown engine, McLaren's mechanics scrambled to rebuild his car just before qualifying. Most drivers would have been shaken, but Hunt? He coolly jumped in and put it on pole. That's James for you. Fearless, unpredictable, and wickedly talented. Even off track, he is just as rebellious. While most drivers polish their public image, Hunt strolls into fancy events in jeans and a t-shirt, more interested in a good time than corporate obligations. His nerves are literally legendary, often throwing up minutes before a race. But once the lights go out, he is pure instinct. Even after retirement, Hunt's untamed spirit has made him an unforgettable TV commentator, sipping wine before broadcasts and delivering brutally honest race insights. He may have started as Hunt the Shunt, but he finished as a world champion. Number 7. Jack Brabham, Blackjack. Now, when you hear blackjack, you might think of high-stakes gambling, but for Jack Brabham, the name has nothing to do with cards. Instead, it is a reflection of his persona both on and off the track. Brabham, a fierce competitor from Australia, has dominated the racing circuits of his homeland before making his mark on the global stage. His nickname, Black Jack, came from a mix of reasons. While some say it was his dark hair and signature stubble, others believe it stemmed from his icy, almost ominous silence. Let's just say he was not one for unnecessary chatter, but most importantly, it was his ruthless and unshakable style on the track that truly cemented the name. Behind the wheel, Brabham was fearless. He didn't just race, he dissected the track with his precision. Rivals knew that when Blackjack was in the rearview mirror, he was not just lurking, he was calculating, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. His quiet nature only amplified his mystique, making him a formidable figure in the paddocks. Number 6. Nico Rosberg, Brittany. Formula One has always been a playground for sharp-tongued and hilarious nicknames, but few have been as iconic as Nico Rosberg's Brittany tag. The roots of this nickname trace back to 2006, Rosberg's rookie season in F1, when his long blonde locks earned him an unexpected comparison to a pop sensation Britney Spears. And guess who was the mastermind behind this? None other than his Williams teammate, Mark Webber. Webber is known for his dry humor and no-nonsense attitude. And so, living up to his reputation, he began referring to Rosberg as Brittany in discussions with his engineers. But the moment that immortalized the nickname came during the Brazilian Grand Prix that year. In a chaotic first-lap incident, Rosberg rear-ended Webber, breaking his own front wing and damaging Webber's rear. Both scrambled back to the pit, each hoping to get serviced first. But Rosberg, in a dramatic twist, crashed into the wall before making it there. And then came Webber's unforgettable radio message saying, "Brittany's in the wall." The nickname instantly became a Formula One folklore. It looks like the entire F1 wanted to make sure the nickname lives forever, because years later, Max Verstappen accidentally let it slip while recalling Rosberg's 2016 championship win. And to make matters worse, Rosberg himself fell victim to a hilarious passport prank featuring Britney Spears' face instead of his own. To make things even funnier, Lewis Hamilton and Jenson Button once serenaded him with "Happy Birthday, Brittany," before the 2010 European Grand Prix. Number 5. Kimi Räikkönen, the Iceman. Whether he's casually winning races, strolling into a press conference as if he just woke up from a nap, or grabbing an ice cream while the rest of the grid panics, Kimi embodies coolness like no other, and that's exactly why he's F1's Iceman. While many assume the nickname came from the famous 2009 Malaysian Grand Prix moment where instead of stressing over a red-flagged race, he was spotted in the Ferrari garage in shorts enjoying an ice cream, the truth goes further back. The title of Iceman was actually bestowed upon him by former McLaren boss Ron Dennis during his early racing days. The reason? Kimi was simply unshakable. Take the 2003 Malaysian Grand Prix for an example. While other drivers wilted under the extreme heat, Kimi kept his composure, charging from 7th place to a dominant victory with a 30-second lead. Then there's Brazil in 2009. Most drivers would panic when fuel sprayed into their eyes mid-race. But Kimi, he shrugged it off and kept driving, but he still finished 6th. And let's not forget one of his most legendary moments, taking a nap just half an hour before his Formula One debut. While others were battling nerves, Kimi was embracing dreamland. Number 4. Ayrton Senna, Rainmaster. If there is one nickname that can capture Ayrton Senna's sheer brilliance behind the wheel, it's the Rainmaster. The title was not just handed to him. He literally earned it through a series of jaw-dropping performances, the most legendary being the 1993 European Grand Prix at Donington Park. The rain poured relentlessly, turning the track into a slippery battlefield. Most drivers struggled for grip, but Senna, he danced through the chaos like a magician. Starting in 4th place, Senna was up against the dominant Williams cars of Alain Prost and Damon Hill, but the moment those red lights went out, he showed why he was in a league of his own. Within 10 corners, literally just 10, he went from P5 to P1, overtaking some of the best in the business like they were standing still. The race was not just about the mind-blowing first lap as conditions changed. Senna's ability to read the rain and make split-second decisions was on full display. At one point, he even set the fastest lap of the race by accidentally driving through the pit lane. But Donington was just one chapter in Senna's book of wet weather dominance. From his first win in Portugal in 1985 to his stunning Monaco drive in 1984, he proved time and again that when the rain came down, he rose above the rest. Number 3. Mika Häkkinen, the Flying Finn. Finland has definitely produced some of the most legendary names in Formula One, like Keke Rosberg, Kimi Räikkönen, and of course, Mika Häkkinen, arguably the fastest of them all. Known as the Flying Finn, Häkkinen earned his nickname not just for his speed but for his fearless driving style and resilience in the face of adversity. In 1995, during practice in Adelaide, Häkkinen suffered a terrifying crash that left him clinging to life. Many doubted he'd ever race again, yet true to his Flying Finn spirit, he defied expectations and went back behind the wheel, hungrier than ever. However, his true dominance arrived in 1998 when McLaren's new car allowed him to unleash his full potential. That season, he outpaced Michael Schumacher, securing his first world championship. Even Schumacher himself admitted that Häkkinen was his toughest opponent. Their legendary battle at Spa in 2000 remains one of the greatest overtakes in F1 history. Number 2. Nicholas Latifi, Goatifi. In the world of Formula One, there's one nickname that became as iconic as the sport itself, and it's Goatifi. This nickname was bestowed upon Canadian driver Nicholas Latifi by F1 presenter Will Buxton during the 2022 Australian Grand Prix weekend, and it quickly took the internet by storm. The nickname is a playful blend of GOAT greatest of all time, and Latifi's last name, creating a sarcastic tribute to his time in F1. The meme culture around Latifi exploded, especially after the 2022 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where Latifi's crash caused a late safety car that reshuffled the race and ultimately handed Max Verstappen the championship. Number 1. Charles Leclerc, the Predestined. Some nicknames are earned on the track. Others are just meant to be. Charles Leclerc's nickname, Il Predestinato, Italian for the predestined, was not just a catchy title, it was a prophecy in the making. It all started when a 15-year-old Leclerc attended a media training session. The Sky Italia team, including commentator Carlo Vanzini, ran a mock press conference, throwing him a classic F1 scenario. You're starting on pole, but your teammate is fighting for the championship. What do? Most rookies would have played it safe with a diplomatic response, but not Charles. Without hesitation, he shot back, "I'd race to win." Whether they were earned through fearless driving, pure chaos, or just a little bad luck, these nicknames have become a part of racing history. And with new talent constantly shaking the grid, who knows what nicknames we'll be talking about next? If you like this video, make sure to share it with your fellow Formula One enthusiasts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep the engines roaring.